Get ready, folks, because what I'm about to reveal is not just another offseason analysis. This is the blueprint, the unseen master plan the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been meticulously crafting for 2025. While everyone else is focused on the offensive fireworks, the real story lies on the other side of the ball. Mark my words, the Buccaneers are not rebuilding, they are reloading their defense, and they're doing it with surgical precision. And that's where our story gets interesting. Consider this, the draft. Forget the flashy offensive picks, look at the strategic defensive selections. With 2 of their first 3 picks, they focused entirely on defensive reinforcements. It's a strategic move setting the stage for an immediate impact on multiple fronts. In the second round, Benjamin Morrison, a shutdown corner out of Notre Dame, fills a crucial gap in the Buccaneers secondary, and they didn't stop there. Jacob Parrish, a versatile corner, comes in during round 3, providing not just coverage, but a boost of athleticism and tenacity. But that's only half the story. Here's a case in point. The free agent acquisitions. The Bucs weren't just playing checkers, they were playing chess. They knew exactly which pieces they needed to complete their defensive puzzle. Enter Hassan Reddick, a proven edge rusher, capable of consistently disrupting opposing quarterbacks. Pairing him with veteran linebacker Anthony Walker creates a formidable force, plugging holes and injecting much-needed experience into the lineup. Kendall Vildor is another key addition, bolstering an already improved secondary and adding depth and competition at a critical position, but the front office wasn't done yet. Let's break down the first move. Emeka Egbuka, the offensive weapon. Now, you might be wondering, what about their offense? Don't worry, the Bucs didn't neglect their offensive firepower. The selection of Emeka Egbuka is not just about adding another receiver, it's about diversifying the offensive attack. While many analysts would point to the defense first, I want to emphasize how vital a player like Egbuka is to defensive success. His ability to stretch the field forces defenses to spread out, and in return creating opportunities for the pass rush to shine. This, my friends, is part of the larger blueprint. Egbuka adds more than just catches. He creates space, sets up plays, and keeps defenses guessing. This isn't just about scoring points. It's about creating a domino effect that impacts the entire team. Take, for example, the coaching synergy. Look at the changes in the coaching staff. Josh Grizzard takes over as offensive coordinator. Now, here's a crucial detail that everyone else has overlooked. Todd Bowles, while being a defensive mind, has always stressed the importance of a balanced team. By promoting from within, Bowles ensures continuity while empowering his coordinators. This seamless transition allows the unseen blueprint to come to life. Grizzard and Bowles are in perfect sync, ensuring both the offense and defense operate as a well-oiled machine. But building a dominant defensive front is only half the battle. For this master plan to truly work, the front office had to solve another problem that has plagued them for years. And their solution is something nobody saw coming. And that solution, the one that solidifies this entire strategy, wasn't another high-profile free agent signing. It wasn't about patching holes with aging veterans. It was a quiet, calculated move to build a fortress where the team was most vulnerable, the offense. This is where the Buccaneers' true genius comes into play. While everyone was focused on the defensive moves, the front office was quietly assembling an offensive arsenal, unlike anything the league has seen in years. This is the second phase of the plan, and it's the key to unlocking a dynasty. A perfect illustration of this is investing in offensive firepower, recognizing the importance of depth and future-proofing the receiving core. The draft becomes the focal point, a surgical strike to acquire young, dynamic talent. With an aging Mike Evans and Chris Godwin returning from injury, the Buccaneers knew they couldn't rely on past glories. They needed to inject fresh blood, a new generation of playmakers, and that's precisely what they did. Emeka Egbuka, their first-round pick, wasn't just a luxury. He was a necessity. This Ohio State standout brings a unique blend of size, speed, and route-running prowess that perfectly complements the established veterans. He's not just another receiver, he's the heir apparent, the future of the Buccaneers' air attack. But the front office didn't stop there. They knew true depth requires multiple layers, and that's where Tez Johnson comes in. This 7th-round gem is a hidden weapon, a player with the potential to explode onto the scene. Johnson's agility and elusiveness make him a nightmare for opposing defenses, a perfect complement to the larger, more physical receivers already on the roster. He represents the kind of strategic thinking that separates good teams from great ones, finding value where others overlook it. These two rookies, Egbuka and Johnson, aren't just additions to the roster. They're investments in the future, ensuring the Buccaneers maintain offensive explosiveness for years to come. Look at how they addressed the existing firepower already at Tampa Bay's disposal. Mike Evans, the veteran leader, the rock of the receiving corps. Even as he enters the later stages of his career, his presence on the field demands respect. He's a mentor, a role model, and still a game changer. And then there's Chris Godwin, the dynamic playmaker coming back from injury. Godwin's return adds another layer of complexity to this offensive juggernaut, a versatile threat who can line up anywhere on the field. With these seasoned veterans guiding the young guns, the Buccaneers are creating a passing attack that's both potent and adaptable. It's a blend of experience and youth, a combination that is virtually unstoppable. Now, how does this offensive explosion tie into the defensive reload? It's simple. Pressure creates turnovers. A relentless pass rush forces quarterbacks into mistakes, giving the ball back to an offense now loaded with weapons. Imagine Hassan Reddick breathing down the quarterback's neck, forcing a hurried throw. That errant pass lands in the hands of a Buccaneer defender, and suddenly the ball is in the hands of Baker Mayfield and his electrifying receiving corps. It's a recipe for disaster for opposing teams. The defense creates opportunities and the offense capitalizes. It's a symbiotic relationship, a perfectly balanced machine designed to dominate. This is the synergy, the true brilliance of the Buccaneers' master plan. So let's recap. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers haven't just patched holes. They've built a fortress. They fortified their defense with strategic free agent signings and draft picks, creating a unit capable of wreaking havoc. But they didn't stop there. They've invested in offensive firepower, adding young, explosive talent to a receiving corps already brimming with potential. They've created a system, a machine, where every piece works in perfect harmony. This isn't just a team, it's a dynasty in the making. The Buccaneers aren't just playing to win, they're playing to dominate. They're not just looking at the next season, they're looking at the next decade. And that, my friends, is the unseen blueprint. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not just back, they're here to stay. Get ready, NFL, the storm is coming.
If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to keep up to date with more football stories and events.